You're either going to need some kind of coloured card or even some paint chips, some string and twine, and either a hot glue gun or some sellotape to stick the twine to the card. This DIY is seriously so simple. All you need to do is cut your card or your paint chips into triangles and then hot glue or stick them down onto the back of the twine, and there you go. I feel like if you made a long enough garland, this would look really cute as some kind of bunting hanging up around your house just to be festive, or you can also use it as a card holder to keep track of all your Christmas cards. Continuing along the theme of extremely easy DIYs, all you're going to need for this one is a clear bauble and either some glitter or some confetti or anything you really want to put inside of your bauble. I decided to go for a kind of snow globe effect by using this red heart glitter. Literally all I did was pour the glitter into the bauble, make sure it was sealed tightly, and then hung it on my Christmas tree. This bauble wreath is a little bit harder than the first two, but it's still pretty easy to make once you've got the hang of it. All you're going to need is some kind of wire, tinsel, a hot glue gun, and of course baubles. To make the base of this wreath, I gathered together all of the big baubles and then started threading them onto a piece of wire to eventually make them into a circle. Once I was happy with the shape and the size of my wreath, I made sure to secure the wire so the baubles weren't going to go anywhere, and at this point I also added another section of wire to act as a hook so that I could eventually hang my wreath up. The next step was to get out my hot glue gun, and I first of all made sure all of the baubles on the base layer were stuck together and going to be nice and secure, and then I just went about adding other baubles to the top of it, pretty much in any shape or form that I felt like. There was definitely no method to my madness here. Once I'd added all of my baubles and I was happy with how it looked, I decided to add some tinsel to the back. This of course is completely optional, I just really liked the way that it looked. Definitely didn't turn out how I intended it to, and it was a bit of a fail in my opinion, but I still wanted to include it because I think the idea is really cool. It was just my execution that let me down. What I wanted to create using a frame and some card and some fairy lights was a really cute sign that had a cute Christmas message on it with sparkly fairy lights in the background. The way that I chose to do this was writing my chosen Christmas message, which was merry and bright, onto the back of my card and then cutting it out using both a craft knife and some nail scissors. I thought this would look really cool when I put the piece of card into the frame because you'd be able to see the fairy lights in the back of it, and I think it might have been cool if I'd used maybe different fairy lights, maybe ones that were a lot thinner and on really thin wire. I'm not sure, but I also think if I was to do this again, I would try using a piece of plain white card and maybe printing the message on top of it and just having the fairy lights shine through without having to cut anything out. I think that would look a lot cooler, but I'm also interested to see how this kind of thing would look maybe using a canvas as well, because I feel like the light might be able to shine through the canvas a bit easier than a piece of card. I don't know, if you guys want to give this a go yourself, I'll be really interested to know how you guys go about it, because as I said, I really like this idea. I just think that I failed terribly in terms of actually making it. That's it for my festive DIYs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you all next week. Bye!